we'll put brakes on my rim on the back here. Brake pads coming up next. So my Rams here needed brake pads. I've got Dad's over here too. It's actually got to have rotors. His rotors are shot. They're starting to rust out in the middle and delaminate real bad. So he's going to put back rotors on it. Supposed to have a set coming. But my pads were shot. My tires are shot too. I got new ones of them coming too. But my pads were shot. Now I've already done the other side. But it's the same process. I'm going to show you how you change them on this one. I know you've seen me do brakes 1,000 times. Excuse me, I've got a cold too. But it's something I gotta do. I might as well film it, you know. So, yeah, and like I said, I'm battling a cold, so excuse my voice, excuse me, I'm sweating like crazy. It's not that hot out here, it's just, I've got a chest cold and like a head cold and it's killing me. So, well, let me get this side jacked up and we'll take this wheel off. There we go. Alright, so I've got aftermarket wheels on my truck, but the process will be the same if you have standard ones. The only thing different is I have to take these center caps off with an Allen wrench, like so. Moving slow, I'm sorry. So yeah, there's my center caps off. And the one thing else that's kind of different where I've got aftermarket wheels is, let me put anti-seize on that, okay. Regular Rams lug nuts are 22 millimeters. These are 17 because they're an aftermarket, and I have to use a small one. I also have to use a chrome socket because I can't get in here with anything else. I know it's not ideal on an impact, but it's what I have to do. Alright, so I got the wheel off. Now, the only thing you got to take off is these two bolts right here. And these are, here, let's see if I can show you. The only thing you got to take off is this bolt and this one down here. They're 10 millimeters, and this pops out. Like I said, there's one of them. These are the bolts that actually cause this to slide. The caliper slide back and forth on these trucks. That's how these most of your disc brakes are made. You do have some that the pads actually bolt. Yeah. You do have some that the brake pads actually bolt to the calipers and they squeeze from both sides, but those are like on more performance cars, like you know, Wheelwoods and Brembos and things like that. So these old ones like this are, you don't put that kind of money into these from the factory. And then all you do is take you a pry bar or something, screwdriver, and just start prying it out. If I can get a groove on it. Probably got to go from the bottom. Move the camera back a little bit. There we go. There we go. And what I do is I just lay it up here on top of the rotor. Now my rotors ain't in the best shape, not gonna lie to you. And then these guys will just slide out. And this is the one that's making the most racket. You can see why it wore completely out. Don't fall off her. Back it's always harder to get out. Cause you gotta turn it kind of sideways to do it. Like that. And it'll pop out. Alright. So I've got one of the fancy tools that you use on a caliper to twist them back. But honestly, let me get it set up here. We bought one, used it on Lee's car, but honestly, good old cheap C-clamp works better than anything. Take one of the old pads, slide it in. Just twist it till the thing's all the way out. Now I've got the cap off. I've got the cap off up front, so the master cylinder, so you know any pressure it feeds back in the master cylinder, any air or anything, it won't blow my master cylinder. Make sure you do that before you do this. Alright, so that one's done. Now we can set it back up here where I had it. And we can throw front pad in. Front one's easiest. Now sometimes on these guys, you'll have to grind them right here, or you'll have to take these clips off and grind if rust builds up, but this truck's not doing it. I've had to do it on Chevys a lot. And I'm not dissing on Chevy or anything. It's realistically, this is exact same brake setup that they have. Just rubber band off here, let's hold them together. But sometimes you just have to grind the ears or whatever. It just depends on how they've rusted over time. Now sometimes they'll send you new clips too, these little metal clips. Truth of the matter is, that one's rubbing the rotor. There we go. Truth of the matter is, if they ain't broke, don't replace them. There ain't want to move. I have to prise it in a minute. This rubber slide right here is not wanting to move. There it goes. Yeah, these guys have got to be pushed down enough to get in here and get your bolts back in, because you got a thicker pad holding it. There we go. See if we can get a bolt started. Yep, there we go. All right. Okay. All right, now all that's done, all I gotta do is put the wheel back on it. And then pretty slick. Alright, so I got two bolt patterns, and I can see which ones they are, because there's, you know, where the lugs went in, there's a little skimming on the metal in here. I think these fit. Big Ford and little Ford too. Something like that. Dodge. And that's on. Have no energy right now. Alright, so lug nuts. As I told you, if you watched some of my earlier videos, spin them on pretty good before you hit them with an impact, or you will strip your studs. Don't just start them a little bit. Get them threaded on there pretty good with your fingers. You know, where you can start to see the top of the stud coming out of these is a bad idea. I don't know how many times that I've brought vehicles back from shops and stuff where other people have worked on them besides me, and they've done that and cross-threaded the studs, the lug nuts on the studs, and then you have to break the stud and replace it, all that stuff. So, you know, spin your wheels on. Now, they ain't got to be all the way, but, you know, good enough you can do it. Then go, well, and a cross pattern. Go here. And here. And then we just put this cap back on mine. Like so. You can see the hole. It goes on that way. And same thing, I'm starting these just the same way. I don't want to strip none of this stuff. So. These guys don't gotta be tight either. Cause I mean, you're just tight, it's just plastic. This cap is. Now, in fact, I probably got this side just a little too tight because it's pushing in this side. There we go. I don't want to crack these. I don't know if I can get parts for them if I do. Sure wish he hadn't done that. To polish that out and get regular ones put on it. Alright, so that's done. We pick the tools up, drop the jack down, and we can stop now. So, anyway, it's just a little short video I was going to do. I had to do it anyway. Had to get it done, so figured I'd film it while I was at. Other side's the same process. Front's not a lot different. We might end up doing the fronts later. I'll film it and do it, but you know, brakes are brakes. So the front brakes are starting to make racket too, so I'm gonna go ahead and change them while I'm at it. You can see I got the new tires on. This is not filming in the same thing, but it'll all be one video for you guys. Alright, let me jack this front end up. This side anyway. A little bit more. She has a grand. Yeah. What's it, 19? 18? 19. Okay. I say 17 the other day. It must be 19. Lord, burning up. Take his wheel off. Right there. And really the only major difference, a little grooves on them, not bad. Okay. Major difference in the front and the back, yeah, is the fact that the front, and these are bigger bolts. It's probably 12s, 13s. Yeah, so these are 13 bolts instead of 10s, and they got 2 pistons on them. Major difference. And we probably on this one can just take the bottom bolt out, like so. Yep. You'll get the pry bar. See, you can usually on the front ones when they're two pistons like that, just slide them up like that. And this back one is right there. There's starting to get in the rivets. So changed it just in time. And same process with the C-clamp. Where is the C-clamp? Snap my hands. Then we get these out, put these in. So they give you new slides on these front ones, but I don't ever use them because for some reason these are the gold ones. And I swear I think the only difference between the gold ones and the silver ones is they wrap them a little better. That's all the parts store had the other day, so I was kind of in a rush. I usually like to wait on stuff. Pull this plastic off this. I think the gold ones, they say they're better, but I ain't really found the difference in them. But they say the gold ones are better. It says pull this plastic off, but it sure ain't coming off. There it might. Yeah, so that's a little sticky, is what it is. That one's in. Really don't know what the difference in them other than that is, the silver versus the gold. They're supposed to be a little bit better material, but I swear I can't tell the difference in them when I drive them. Piece of the old one. Alright, let me get the old pad here. And the C-clamp where I laid it. Right here. And put the old pad in here. And we'll take the C-clamp. If I can get my hands on it. God almighty, Andy. You can just do this too. Let me get this and run back a little bit. Let's put that there. Oh, there's grease all over it. I do not know. sideways. Push this one all the way down now. And we can put the brake pad on the other one. And push it in. I can get this out. There we go. I can't push it with my hands. The reason you push the brake pad on 2 pistons, they'll hit. There we go. That side's done. Put the bolt back in, tighten these up. Done. And I don't know why there's so much grease on the back of the brakes. I must have ran through something. So there we go. Anyway, that's the front brakes. Same process as the back, except you got 2 pistons basically, and they're different size bolts. So I'll put the wheel on, do the other side. It's the same process, just opposite side. So I'm not going to film that and bore you with it, but that's it. We're up to 714 or something crazy like that. Keep blowing up. I'm hoping to get to 1,000. I need my watch hours up, so if you can watch the whole video, the longer you watch it, the more it helps my watch hours. So, but anyway, with all that said, sorry I don't have a better video out, like a longer video out with this one. Like I said, you can see me dripping with sweat from what's cold I got. I'm trying to sweat it out. Hope to have the 72 done here really soon. We've got it back down on the ground. We're plumbing up the fuel lines into the fuel injection system next and putting the fuel injection system on. And then it's got to go up and do like 2 things under the bottom. And the car should be done unless we come in some kind of hiccup. So maybe get it summer nights. We're gonna see. If not, I think Dad's gonna take his. We'll figure it out. We're gonna try to hit that this summer nights on the 23rd though. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. Like I said, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to rig something up.